Prime Minister Mark Carney has just arrived at the Ottawa tarmac, speaking to reporters ahead of his mission. Let's listen live.
Control the trade policy of the United States. We recognize that that policy has fundamentally changed from the policy in the 1980s, 1990s, 2000s. And it's a situation where the United States has tariffs against every one of their trading partners to different degrees. And it's in that context that our officials, my colleagues, have been working with their American colleagues on detailed, constructive negotiations, discussions on specific transactions, specific sectors, steel, aluminum, and energy. And a lot of progress has been made. And we stand ready to pick up on that progress and build on that progress when the Americans are ready to have those discussions, because it will be for the benefit of workers in the United States, workers in Canada, and families in both of our countries. Now, what we can control, absolutely, is how we build here at home. And that's the focus of Budget 2025, generational investment here in Canada. And what we can also control, or at least heavily influence, is developing new partnerships and opportunities, including with the economic giants of Asia, which is the focus of this trip. En français.
In French.
Depuis des mois, pendant des mois.
For months now, I've been emphasizing what we can control and what we cannot control. We can't control U.S. trade policy. And that policy has fundamentally changed with the new administration. Now, there are tariffs against every country in the globe, in fact. In that context, the government of Canada has had very constructive, in-depth and detailed discussions with the United States to try and make progress in the steel, aluminum, energy sectors, as well as other sectors. We are ready to continue building on that progress when the Americans are ready. But the point is, we can control how we build our economy here. That will be the objective of the budget that will be announced in a couple of weeks. We can also control our new partnerships, especially in Asia, with economic giants in Asia, and that's the goal of this trip.
Okay, so you can see the Prime Minister not taking any
that was
questions
Prime Minister
from
Mark
reporters,
Carney,
but clearly has a lot of questions. The reporters clearly have a lot of questions for him in the wake of U.S. President Donald Trump abruptly saying he's canceling trade negotiations with Canada based on the anti-tariff ad, using the voice of Ronald Reagan from a 1987 radio address where Ronald Reagan was going after tariffs in terms of policy. So again, that's Mark Carney boarding his flight, getting ready for the ASEAN and APEC summits in Asia. He'll be away for 9 days. It's important, Jen, of course, to discuss the fact that President Trump will be at the same summits as well here. Right. He's clearly not happy with Canada right now. What could Mark Carney do to stitch that together? Effectively, all he said just now is, we've got our budget, we control, we do what we do, but didn't really get into any more specifics than that. So perhaps we'll hear from him on the plane, maybe when he lands, but that's the latest in terms of the Prime Minister's initial reaction to Donald Trump.